You're watching Sky Movies.
An innocent man on the run from the law in a desperate search for a killer. Harrison Ford is the fugitive. More in a minute.
Sunday night on Sky One.
Violence will never end as long as Central Command continues to smuggle weapons to their colony.
You don't want peace, Cal. You want regret.
A climax of conflict in Deep Space Nine. Then at 10...
You're an actress.
Reno proves to be a real hit when he gets tied up with the girls.
You know, we could have a lot more fun if you uncuff me, Evelyn.
Renegade following Deep Space Nine, Sunday night on Sky One.
Coming to the movie channel this Saturday, The Fugitive. This riveting action-adventure, which gets its TV premiere on Saturday at 10 o'clock, is the story of a fugitive on the run, trying to prove his innocence. The state says he's a murderer, and it wants him back.
There's no way out of here, Richard!
Parker?
It began in 1963 and quickly became one of the most popular series on American TV. Now, more than 30 years later, The Fugitive is back. Harrison Ford is Dr. Richard Kimball, and in the performance which won him an Oscar, Tommy Lee Jones is Samuel Gerard, the U.S. Marshal assigned to track him down.
I didn't kill my wife! I don't care!
We are trying to satisfy the tradition of The Fugitive and at the same time make a fresh, new movie that's an independent kind of thriller that lives in its own right.
Listen up, ladies and gentlemen! Our fugitive has been on the run for 90 minutes. That gives us a radius of 6 miles. What I want out of each and every one of you is a hard target search of every gas station, residence, warehouse, farmhouse, hen house, outhouse, or doghouse in that area. Go get him.
The pace never lets up for a minute, right from the word go, with the sensational collision of a bus and a train. An accident which allows Kimball to break free and become the fugitive.
Let's get this all wrapped up in the next 15 minutes.
Kimball's being transported to a downstate prison in Illinois. When the other prisoners on his bus stage an escape, the bus that they are in careens out of control, rolls down a hill, and comes to a rest in the worst of all possible places, on the tracks with an approaching train.
At the last second, here is an oncoming locomotive train that will crash into the bus with Harrison on it to the very last second.
Unlock me! Unlock me!
To accomplish this, we used 11 cameras.
I'm going to count cameras this way, as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
We used an actual railroad. This was not miniatures. We brought the train up to 35 miles an hour, and we also placed an explosive charge in the front of the locomotive.
Everybody should be as far away as possible, please. This is all big stuff.
Roll long format cameras.
It's a challenge. And it's, you know, you can wake up in the morning and say, what am I going to do today? I'm going to wreck a train. It's a wonderful way to start the day.
The train hitting a bus this is the first time for me. Marker?
Name of inmate.
Clive Driscoll.
Another ambitious scene involves Kimball's desperate search for the real killer in the heart of Chicago.
Richard Kimball has been able to find the names of several men who have prosthetic arms.
And so it causes him to go back to Chicago, back where the heat is worst.
He has some idea that he may be in jail here in the Cook County jailhouse. And the United States Marshal Service has come to the same conclusion from different evidence, and their paths happen to cross right here.
And they pass each other in the hall, and a foot chase ensues.
Richard!
Harrison is the most involved actor I have ever worked with.
It's an adventure that has captured our imagination for 4 decades. The thrilling story of one man's attempt to find his wife's killer and to save his own life.
I'm not trying to solve a puzzle here.
Well, I am trying to solve a puzzle. And I just found a big piece.
The Fugitive, coming to the movie channel this Saturday.
You're watching Sky Movies.
They're killing cops. They're not afraid of anyone.
We put him away, that's the end of it.
But they should be.
Federal officer.
Wesley Snipes is a cop.
Talk!
Whose patience is running out.
Nothing crazy, it's got to be by the book.
The adrenaline's flowing.
I'm gonna put him in a box.
The temperature is rising. Wesley Snipes, Dennis Hopper.
By the book.
Boiling Point premieres Thursday at 10. Sky Movies.
Tomorrow night on Sky, we make a leap of faith.
I feel a healing coming on.
Steve Martin's on the hotline to the Lord in a tale of money, miracles, and magic at 8 o'clock.
Federal officer.
At 10, tensions rise between Dennis Hopper and Detective Wesley Snipes. Action in our Thursday night premiere, Boiling Point.
You feel a need to seduce me?
Tim Matheson is a psychiatrist who confronts the mind of a killer. Mood Indigo at 8 on the Movie Channel. And on Gold at 10, Chuck Norris heads back into Vietnam in Missing in Action 2. Tomorrow night on Sky.
From the Sky Satellite Network, this is Sky Movies.
Charles Bronson is up to his old tricks in our 10 o'clock movie now, the action-packed Death Wish 5, The Face of Death.